Erica. I don't
This
know.
Folgers coffee tastes like shit. Oh, we are live. Oh, great. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Three Nerds Podcast. Welcome to the Three Nerds Podcast, starring Lazrpo, ArticJay, and the Moonlight Shimmer.
Yes, hello.
This Folgers coffee tastes like shit.
Actually, can you give me a sec? I think someone.
But we were ready.
Okay.
I think we were just instantaneously demonetized. So
No,
I know we're.
no sponsorship from these guys yet.
If you can give me a sec. I have to do.
I just checked back. That's exactly how it starts. Nothing else. It's just this Folgers coffee tastes like shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jay. Are those going to be your running shoes? I don't think your legs are long enough for those.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna.
The safety word is Gatorade. Okay.
Okay, give me a second.
Oklahoma.
I'm gonna give you.
Sorry, I'm back.
I'm gonna give you.
I'm Lazrpo.
I'm gonna give you an option between 4 article names. You have to choose which article is our fact for this week.
Okay.
The Oh My God particle, the Demon Core, Praise God Barebone, or the the Sudanese goat marriage incident.
You know, all of those are pretty strange, but I think I'm going to have to go with some goat marriage here. I imagine the incident starts where someone actually marries a goat.
The Sudanese goat marriage incident was a 2006 incident.
2006?
Yeah, 2006, in which a South Sudanese man named Charles Tom was forced to marry a goat, with which he was caught engaging a sexual activity with in High Malacca, Judah, in southern Sudan. The owner of the goat subdued the perpetrator and asked the village elders to consider the matter. The elder noted that he and the elders found the perpetrator tied up by the owner at the door of the goat shed. The goat's owner reported that they should not take him to the police, but rather let him pay the dowry for the goat since he used it as his wife. Thus, he was ordered to marry the goat and pay the cost of the goat and a dowry to the owner of the goat up front. The goat has then been named Rose by the village elders as a joke based on the punishment. The goat died in 2007 after choking on a plastic bag. The goat was survived by a 4-month-old male kid. The BBC even put a mock obituary out for this because of how absurd this is.
Why would that be part of the article? Oh my God. Well, I hope that was good. Hope that was as good for him as it was for the goat.
I just picked the 4 articles at first saw that popped out with the best names.
Oh boy.
The BBC publicized the living shit out of this, which is why they ran the obituary for the goat.
Don't go to Sudan. First off.
Poor goat.
Well, I mean, mind you, the dowry was only about $50 in our money.
Well, yeah, but that's in our money. We're talking about a company. We're talking about a country who lives off of like 4 beans and 2 like pieces of rice for supper.
Well, I mean, you know, I cannot get past the whole fact that he was caught being a goat and was forced to marry it.
Well, based on this mask, I approve. But without the mask, that sounds very odd and very creepy.
Mhm.
Ding. Sorry,
Yeah.
my phone's still on. I didn't. Thought I had it on silent.
The others are pretty. The other 3 articles were pretty cool. It was just that one was hilarious.
That one's really odd.
Yeah. The whole praise God barebone thing was a preacher who was christened unless Jesus Christ had died for 3, thou hadst be damned barebone as his full name. Which is what made me like click that one because that's his name. His name is Praise God Barebone.
See that one? I'm glad I didn't pick that one because that was definitely number 2. That was definitely number 2. But that's not nearly as interesting as a guy having sex with a goat, being forced to marry it, and then it died on a plastic bag.
I think it died from some autoerotic asphyxiation.
Maybe it was a Mr. Hands sort of incident.
Oh, and she's gone.
I don't know if it's because I mentioned Mr. Hands or what. Should we tell the audience the story of Mr. Hands?
Oh God,
Mr. Hands is always a good thing to talk about.
I know the whole story of Mr. Hands. Oh God.
Oh, and is Vitus not going to join us today?
No, he's got school in the morning, and it's like 2 a.m. his time right now.
That sucks. Well, shoot. I was going to scream obscenities to him.
Oh?
He sent me a link to a song, and the link doesn't work. Huh. And then he told me that I'll be able to hear it on the game trailer, and then he still hasn't contacted me about the game trailer. But that's okay. So we have a lot to talk about this time around.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can bring one of these articles up in the future because the others are pretty cool too. It's just, yeah. I'm having fun just perusing the unusual articles list at the beginning of each podcast for something funny to kick it off with.
And then we'll just go straight to deep depression. I'll get the eyeliner again.
Oh God. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go talk about the Demon Core then.
Please don't start talking about docking after we found out about that guy fucking a goat. Like that's too much intercourse for the first 15 minutes of the podcast.
Well, no, you know, if you're comparing it to Mr. Hands, it's interhorse.
Well, it's actually interman.
Oh,
that's what happened. Moonlight, do you know about Mr. Hands?
No.
Keep your virgin eyes retracted from that because Mr. Hands is a tough thing to sit through.
Oh boy.
And most certainly, especially for him, it was a tough thing to sit through. This is going to be really awkward because there's a dog.
Yep, that's little Ollie.
Aw. Stop. Mr. Hands isn't that funny. Stop laughing.
Mr. Hands is totally funny. Ooh, I think I just found my winter boots.
The irony of Mr. Hands is that there are no hands involved.
Just no.
That horse was pretty cool, but it didn't have to be such a dick about it.
That was oh,
It's not that funny.
you disappoint me.
I disappoint a lot of people.
Okay, here. If you want to read about it, Shimmer, there actually is a Wikipedia article about it. That does not go into the most insane amount of detail, but if you're really interested, there's also a viral video about it. Well, actually, not about it, of it.
Oh god.
But anyway, people are getting blown away down south. What's going on?
Okay, so yeah, you want which one are we going to talk about?
The one upcoming or the one that happened?
Yeah.
I guess we should start with the earliest one, the one that happened. The one where a church that sits 92,000 people couldn't offer a single chair to someone who's.
Oh,
What am I starting too mean-spirited? Is that
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't like that. I don't like that establishment
that
anyway.
prick?
So yeah, I don't like that establishment anyway. So you're fine. You're fine.
How many people here like Joel Osteen? Not me. But
Apparently that dog does.
I was just protesting because reasons. Anyway.
Whoa! Whoa!
Huh?
Whoa!
Oh, all right. So, during the hurricane, why don't they ever call them a hurricane?
Sexism.
Oh.
Only women can destroy that much in one sitting. Your eyeliner is going to run for days, Jay. If we weren't demonetized now, we weren't demonetized before. We are now. That's for sure.
Anyways, we were talking about a religious asshole.
We were talking about the hurricane.
Well, no, you mentioned the whole fact of the church that.
Oh, you want me to go off about Joel Osteen?
Yeah, that's where you started.
Well, I was just interjecting a point that I'm sure would become a point in the middle of.
Oh no, okay, we can skip. We can wait and come back to that. That's fine.
Because
so
we need to talk about the hurricane before we talk about this shitstorm.
So what was that last week?
Yeah, so the one that started with an H.
Harvey.
Hurricane Halsey? That's why I can't remember it. What kind of name is Halsey?
Harvey.
I know, I was out on my side, and I definitely heard Halsey, which is actually a band.
Oh boy.
Anyways, so the hurricane hit Texas last week, roughly, and did a lot of damage. You know, and we actually someone who is an occasional guest on the podcast, Rivet. She was forced to leave where she lived and go to Fort Worth for a few days, and now has to go back. And I guess it was like 11 inches of water in the house.
Yeah. Now it's time to see the damages.
Oh yeah, and no power for days, which is why they were told to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Feel bad for the girl.
much cleaner.
Yeah, it's a real shame because, like, she's one out of thousands
Oh yeah,
of people.
yeah. She's just, you know, like the only thing that sets her apart from anyone else is the fact that we personally know her.
Right. And I have cousins down there and all that, but they weren't affected because they weren't a part of that area. But, you know, knowing someone who had to go through Hurricane Harvey, well, is going through Hurricane Harvey, it's kind of a shock to the system. But at least it's good to know that the evacuation did happen. Like, I think it should have probably... It should have probably, like, been dealt with a bit better because, you know, people can't evacuate, like, at the drop of a coin. But
Yeah.
to wait that long to even be able to be told that you can go someplace else is a little insane.
Yeah.
But that being... Go on.
No, it could have been handled a lot quicker, a lot smoother. A lot of everything. Because, like, you know, the thing with hurricanes over a lot of other storms and a lot of other things, like we live pretty much in Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
We get, oh, the siren's going off. There's a tornado coming. Better run to the bathroom. Better run to the basement. Better run somewhere. That's our warning.
Yeah.
They have days. They have weeks of warning that it's coming. We don't always know what strength it's going to hit with, but we do know it's coming. That's the benefit to a hurricane over other storms. A forest fire or something like that, we don't get a heads up to it until it's burning. A tornado, you don't get a heads up for it until it touches down. A hurricane, we know it's coming. The government could have acted a lot quicker, could have gotten stuff, put into place, or gotten people evacuated sooner. There could have been a lot done to prevent. Like, there were deaths. There were people who, like, there was a mother who died saving her child. She ended up drowning trying to save her child. Well, right. I think she did save her child if I read correctly. But, like, that was an unnecessary thing if they had been evacuated earlier. If the government had just come in and said, hey, go here, go here, go here, get out of this town, it's not safe for you, there would have been a lot less damage. Sure, like, Rivet's house would have still need, lots of repair and work done. But instead of having to bear through, like, 2 days with no power, Rivet could have been in Fort Worth a week prior.
I mean, it kind of just goes to show you that government organizations just see us as numbers.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Numbers and statistics. That's all we are.
Yeah, we are numbers, statistics, and for people who work, we are a taxable income.
It's really a shame. And it's especially a shame that they had a lot of offers for help. They had a lot of times where they had offers for help and they kind of turned them down. Because FEMA wanted to handle all of it hands-on.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys did a bad job.
Oh, a terrible job.
And apparently they're out of money now. As we have another one coming here pretty soon.
Yeah, we've got one hitting Florida within the next week. I think it's one. What's this? This one's Irma, right?
Yes, Hurricane Irma.
Yeah.
Here, let's go ahead and pull it up really quick and see when it's projected to hit. Irma's path, live updates. Thank you, CNN. It's about to hit Puerto Rico, I guess. Nearly 90% of Barbuda is destroyed. Irma hit Barbuda, did a lot of damage, lots of destruction, up to 90%. Holy shite.
So it's a 5.
So yeah, it looks like it's just it's like it's a bit away from Puerto Rico, so it's coming, and it's a Category 5.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest.
Yeah,
That's gonna hit the United States, like recorded.
Yeah, it's hitting the Caribbean Islands now, and then after it hits that, it'll hit Cuba and then Florida. And if it misses Florida, it's going to hit Louisiana and Texas.
Yeah.
Which means it's either going to hit Florida, where I've got friends, or it's going to hit Texas, where I've got friends.
I'm going to say something silly here, so don't get too mad. Is this saying that you have friends in low places?
You're right.
That joke was a little south of the border.
That's awful. But
you're awful.
I am awful. You're right. In fact, I'm so awful that I remembered a post from Reddit's Shitty Ask Science.
Yeah.
Hurricane Irma has been upgraded to a Category 5. Why don't we downgrade it to a Category 1 so people don't get hurt? To which, I like this explanation. We have 200 points to use each year, so if we make them all small, and then later we have to make them all bigger, so it's best every now and again to upgrade them to 4 or 5 to spend more points. It's kind of like Sky Miles. And what happens if you don't use all of them? They all get used on the last one. Hence Hurricane Irma.
It's actually currently hitting Puerto Rico. I'm sorry. I'm actually looking at a live thing of it, and holy cow, it's right there on Puerto Rico right now, running past. It's projected to hit Miami almost dead on, but if it misses Miami, it's projected to hit Houston and Corpus Christi again.
That is not good.
If it misses Miami, it's going to hit Texas a second time. If you look at the path, that's exactly where it would hit if it misses Florida. If it doesn't make landfall in Florida, Texas is double fucked.
I have siblings that live up there, but I don't think they live on the side where Harvey hit.
See, I've got family in Dallas. I've got friends like Rivet, in down near like Houston and all that. But also in Florida, I've got a few friends in Florida. So I'm not in. Heck, my favorite band is in Florida. That's where they live. I'm not looking forward to it hitting either location.
Yeah, and R's down there too. Damn.
I thought R was in Carolina, like South Carolina.
Well, that's still there.
That's still there, but it's not. It's in the rain area, not the storm area.
Still can probably get part of the storm though.
Well, yeah, I won't argue that.
Better not. Sorry.
Yeah, he said I must prepare for Irma next week. So maybe he's getting.
There you go. I just posted a link to the Google crisis map I'm looking at, which shows where it's projected to go. But you can also see how it was projected to curve up. And instead of curving up, it just went straight. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a 5-day forecast cone, which means it's within 5 days of Florida. And then there's another one forming in Mexico that is going to. It looks like it's going to go south this time instead of north.
Well, yeah, but there's also Jose too, which is to the southeast of Irma, which is a tropical storm.
Yeah. which means if that one doesn't die, that one's going to hit Florida too, or it's going to hit the Carolinas.
Yeah, it looks like it'll probably get to the Carolinas first, or at all.
That's the way it looks like it might curve.
This is not good.
And yeah, so I'm not looking forward to these. This is definitely, if you have friends and family in Texas, in Florida, in the Carolinas, keep them in your thoughts, keep them in your mind. If you don't live near there and you have the capability of, like, if you have friends or family there who can come and stay with you, definitely open your door to them. If you have money, there are dozens of charities right now that are taking money for Houston, and I'm pretty sure there will be plenty more that will be taking it for Irma.
Yes, definitely donate to whatever organizations you think can help.
Yes.
Because FEMA's out of money. All of these other organizations are running out of money. And this seems to be like, it seems like it's going to be a pretty long-term thing here.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all, and I'm not looking forward to the way things are looking. And the worst part is I've already seen some Facebook jokes that are like just terrible from this.
Have you seen the Hurricane Rick one?
Yes, what was that? That was Jesus Lover shared that one with me.
Jesus Lover.
Let me see if I can find the one that my buddy shared, because that one was like the worst. My reaction to that one was definitely like, really? Did you really post this? Essential. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find. I know he shared it.
I think I saw one of my friends post it in another server I'm in. Let's see.
It really bugs me when like people are legitimately dying and there's actually jokes about it. Facebook's really hard to go to right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking hell. Trust me. Oh, there it is. I found it. When the person when my friend who normally shares cringy stuff has his friends actually saying your joke is bad and you should feel bad.
Well, it says a lot about these people, because like, I understand like the whole push that you're supposed to be able to joke about tragedy, but you're not supposed to joke about tragedy as it happens.
No.
This isn't a joking topic.
Yeah, it's one thing to make a joke post. It's another thing to make a joke hearing.
I mean, once you find out how many people have died, then you start joking if it's like acceptable, because it's a bigger thing than just like, haha, silly joke.
Yeah. No, it's oh, I should plug it. Let me see if it's still going on. The group I'm in, Team MC, they have been, at least for a while, at least for the last couple days. Let's see if I can find how much longer it's doing. Oh, they've raised $510. The GoFundMe link is still active. They are doing a GoFundMe and they're trying to push it. Basically, a lot of their streamers are pushing this GoFundMe link. If I can find it, I'll share it in chat, on the stream, and I might even put it in the description. I need to see if I can find it.
Sounds good. I mean,
there's the Team MZ. I found it. Team MZ Red Cross thing. I found it. I'm going to post this on the stream itself. If I get a chance, I'm going to. I might actually stream on Twitch and run that link too later. Not today. Not right now. Obviously.
Obviously, right now.
Oh yeah, right now. I am going to go to our live stream and put that in the description. I'm going to make this like as easy to find for people as I can. If I remembered to grab the link earlier, I would have actually put it in my stream today's. Because anything could help.
Like, as it happens, it's like people joking about cancer, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's just, the internet's an awful place. Never get the idea that the internet's ever been like a really good place to be able to have tragedy, because everyone's going to joke about it.
You're not wrong.
Not actually everyone, by the way, but basically everyone. Like I was one of those idiots who would make jokes about stuff that really didn't need to be joked about. And looking back on it, it was like the worst thing possible.
And saved. It's now in the stream's description.
And you want to know what really kind of frustrates me about people who joke about this kind of tragedy? You look at things that are memes. You know, I'm not throwing the guy under the bus, but Stephenson, the guy from Robbie, the guy who played Robbie Rotten. The internet didn't joke about when he had cancer because they were too busy memeing him. So he was off limits. However, Hurricane Irma is just hilarious.
Oh yeah. A friend who had to take an 8-hour drive through the road closures to get to a hotel so that they could stay for a few days in safety.
Yeah, just to come back and still not have a home.
Yeah, totally funny. 10
Hilarious.
inches of water. Most beds aren't more than more than what, a foot or two off the ground, which means there's a lot.
You can sleep there for a couple days before the mold starts getting onto you. Funny, hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. I'm laughing so hard.
Legitimately can't stop laughing.
That's the reason I had to share that bad taste joke with you. The one that Facebook post I posted.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like the first time I've seen one of my friends share something that really had me go,
this
no.
is funny.
Yeah,
there's just too much to say about this, but it's like not really much to say about it either. It just sucks. Nature sucks.
Yeah, nature must be gay because it really sucks.
No.
That's all right.
No.
Oh, okay. So nature's a girl.
This one was, or this upcoming one is.
Yeah, but that last one wasn't.
Harvey's a feminine sounding name.
Get out of that group that you're on Facebook. I think it's starting to toxify your mind.
Look, you can call anyone whoever they want to be. Don't bring that that group in from anywhere. I ignore it. You should be fine ignoring it too. And by ignored, I mean you can hear me shouting in the break room about this wonderful group I'm in. You can probably hear me outside by the electronics section, which is...
I'm pretty sure there are members of that group that can hear you. They just don't know it's you.
Someone opened the door.
I love that group. That group's like the best.
That group is awful. Pisses me off so much. I'm sorry. Oh no.
What's wrong?
Now there's people posting videos of themselves coming out on YouTube.
Coming out of what?
Stop it. You know what I mean.
I am laughing way too hard.
You are. I can't even see you. I'm actually like kind of cringing just from the start of this because it's black and white and very dramatic. And they actually just walk out of a closet. Oh no. Here I have to. Okay. I'll post the link in the chat.
I came out on YouTube. I came out on YouTube, remember?
Your coming out was like a year into it almost.
Oh, it was. It was a long
and your
time
coming out on YouTube is after you got done streaming multiple months and commenting on things multiple months in. You're in a podcast with me for multiple months.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much a coming out video more than it was a shut up video to everyone who kept doing stuff the wrong way.
Oh, God.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Like, I haven't actually watched the rest of this video.
I just watched the first 28 seconds when it cut to him sitting in the basement. That's where I paused it.
Them. They, them, slash she, her.
Male, female, neutrosis, or other non-binary, which means male, female, they, or them all work.
Depending on how they feel that day.
Yeah, depending on how they feel that day. I feel like I'm touching skin. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked.
I identify as a Walgreens Walgreens gift card.
Okay, Blair.
I identify as a unicorn. Actually, I remember someone confusing me for going by a different pronoun, and I'm over here like, okay, who said something about it? She's like, I don't remember, but I remember hearing it somewhere. I'm like, okay, well, firstly, why don't you tell that person to mind their damn business? I am none of their concern, and I'm a girl. I'm clearly a girl. I go by her and she. So,
yeah. Hey, Jay will get this. Who's a beautiful unicorn? I'm a beautiful unicorn. Instant laughs. But
I'm not prepared for some of the stuff you do. You know that, right?
You don't need to be. I'm not even prepared for some of the stuff that I do.
Just don't repeat this morning.
Don't do what?
Don't repeat this morning, please.
You'll want me to show up at your door holding a dozen of lemon and limes and
there's more to that than just that.
I want to know this story.
That just caught me off guard.
Okay, this morning. I woke up at about 10-ish, and I was sending messages to Jay. I think that's... I don't even remember how this started.
I sent you a message while I was streaming asking for the link to the song because I couldn't find it in there, and so I didn't think you sent it. Because last I remembered, you had said that you had to send me a new link, and I didn't remember getting the new link. I double-checked, couldn't find it, so I just went ahead and asked for it again.
Oh, yeah, and then I sent you a screen cap of it and saying, hey, I already sent it to you, like, multiple days ago. And then
at work,
you started to throw me some sass, so I decided to check your live stream because I was like, "You should be streaming right now. Why are you getting sassy with me?" And I pop in, and I hear you at the same time as me listening to the message. You finish it, and you saying, "Brat, what a brat." And how did I phrase the statement? The next statement? Oh yeah. Don't call me a fucking brat. and I was really tired and my voice got all broken up and you thought I was really mad at you.
This is gold.
No, you don't understand. Like
this isn't even close to done yet.
Yeah, he kept escalating. Like I guess he realized how it was taken. And so he just pushed it further. I got to the point where I almost had to flip my stream to stand by and walk away because I won't cry on stream.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. I was watching the stream. I was watching the stream. I was watching the stream, and I was like, okay, this is getting awkward. Because I started saying stuff like, look at you with your... You must be a lemon because you have all this zest. You and your almost 400 subscribers. And then I even said that I'll get you some lemons so you can like you can get more subscribers or something like that. And I'll hand them off to your house. And I'm watching the stream and I realized she didn't even listen to these ones.
Oh, I listened to them.
But it took you a while. You didn't open them, I know, because I was sending them. And I was like, okay, I have something I have to do with this. And so I go up to our local market. It's like this whole independent thing, and they had because I knew they'd have lemons, and they had them for like really cheap. And I was like, I'm gonna get some lemons. And then the limes are the same price. So I was like, I'm gonna get some limes too, because you know that limes are better than lemons anyway. But so I bought some limes and bought some lemons. And just like in the middle of me doing this, I'm starting to vlog. I'm like I'm trying to assess what I'm going to do. So I grabbed this from my back seat. Spontaneous buy. So I drive to her house.
Oh my god.
I put this on.
I'm still streaming, mind you.
Yes.
But by this point in time, the mood of the stream has definitely tanked.
Yeah, the mood has gotten better. So I come in, I come up to the porch, I knock on the door, and no response. I knock on the door a little bit louder, no response. I don't want to wake your grandmother up. So I was like, how in the world am I going to do this? I'm standing outside with people literally 2 houses down. I'm sure wondering why I'm standing here holding lemons and limes in a sloth head. This needs to have a payoff. So I sent you a couple messages saying that to check your door, I have a delivery for you. And therefore, you finally got your lemons and limes so you can get your 400 subscribers.
Nice story.
Well, no, like, think about this. I'm just being sarcastic and silly like I normally am, and I get, don't you call me a fucking brat.
It wasn't supposed to sound so mean.
Oh, wait. I want to hear all of these. Let me.
And then
I want to hear them all.
30 minutes, and the one thing that I do is I send you a link that you already have, and then you're being a sassy McSassy pants, and I pop into your stream because like, oh, wait. And so I just go ahead and I go ahead and chime in, and it's like, oh, cool. We just add that being a brat. But you know what? maybe you should smoke the dankest weed to get off of your high horse, almost 400 subscriber piece of lemon zest. Like, how are you so tart today? Oh, you didn't mean to offend. Well, that you try waking up and just getting the ultimate sass back, ultimate fighting championship of sass.
How was that not silly enough to warrant that I was joking? The ultimate fighting championship of sass?
Because you are just sarcastic. It's like I was sitting there deeply confused because I was trying to explain to Lazrpo, I was trying to explain to Vitus. Damn, my freaking train of thought. Trying to explain to Vitus the whole fact, like, I can't tell which side this is coming from. If this is coming from serious or sarcastic. Because I've seen you when you get aggravated and you say some outlandish things. And so
you thought that I was actually being serious. Sassy McSassy Pants in the ultimate fighting championship of sass.
You're still on.
I was hoping that you were being like just silly.
Cheap Casey.
Time I couldn't tell for sure, and I'm still streaming and doing stuff, and it's like I have no way to verify which way this is, and so I'm just feeling terrible because I don't know.
And in the meantime, I'm looking for a beanie. Just trying to find a way that I can actually look somewhat presentable to be outside in actual life.
This is funny now that it's like, you know, post, and I'm not like being personally traumatized.
Because we're gonna have to.
I was just being silly. I was just being silly.
Lazrpo, you're so rude.
It was the ultimate fighting championship of sass. That's one of the dumbest things that's ever came out of my mouth.
Like, don't call me a fucking brat.
I didn't mean for it to sound as bad as it did. Like,
oh, you made Jay kind of sad.
like when I wake up, my voice is normally very gravelly and low. So it was supposed to sound more like, don't call me a fucking brat. And it came out as, don't call me a fucking brat.
I thought he just woken up on the wrong side of the bed and was like cranky or something, and I was hoping he was gonna calm down and like message back later, and he shows up on my porch with fucking lemons.
Damn, get your vampire eaters.
Hold on.
It's a lot of lemons. Lemons and limes.
Freaking brat.
Fucking brat. Yeah, there they are. Sorry. Wasn't supposed to.
Did you send her those messages over Messenger?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just sent them all over Messenger.
By the way, I posted a Facebook post in the group chat. I think you might get a kick out of Lazrpo.
In the group chat.
On the Hangout.
In the Hangout chat? You mean the
The side, where we've been posting all the links.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, I hate this in so many ways. Okay. I don't like this. Why? This is dumb.
Click on it and look at the anime interpretation.
Anime interpretation?
There's a drawn interpretation underneath the PETA poster. If you click on
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh, now you come out, huh? I don't have newspaper on me.
Okay, that makes it a little sillier. The only time a cock has been a bad third wheel. Look, what can I say? I'm sorry. I apologize for the whole situation that happened earlier. Enjoy your lemons.
Oh, I enjoyed the lime. I actually had a lime before I made myself something to eat. I ended the stream. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm like, fuck it. And I walked in there and grabbed the lime and just made my
Don't
Killed
fuck
it
the
all.
lime.
I figured it was small. It might fit. You know,
You have a few.
yeah.
Yeah, if at first you don't succeed, try 11 more times.
What
We
am I
have the
gonna
ammo.
do? Me too. Jesus.
I don't know what to do with myself. Obviously.
Oh, my new debit card came in with the correct name.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so now I can actually spend my money when I get paid tomorrow.
Oh, fun fact. I shaved for the first time ever. Like, actually shaved. Like,
I can see it looks smooth.
I'm glad, because it was a struggle.
Kind of strong.
Because for the record, I just signed up for Dollar Shave Club. You know, giving that a shot.
Yeah, I've only been doing it for like a year.
You've been doing a lot of things for a year. But but no, I found out that I'm really bad at shaving necks, but everything else is pretty okay. Good on you, Dollar Shave Club, for finally getting me to actually use razors. This is not a sponsored message, by the way.
But if you want to sponsor our podcast, we will gladly accept it.
Yeah, if you've ever needed to shave your face, use Dollar Shave Club, because holy shit, they're cheap. That's my reasoning. I personally use the 4X because I am too cheap to get the executive.
I use the executive because I need the closest shave I can get.
Fair point. And Moonlight, which one would you use?
I'll take the Dollar Shave.
They don't have one of those.
Fuck.
Oh, come on, you know, like the executive will really get your legs nice and smooth.
And the 4X is lightweight and still lightweight.
Lightweight
and it's lightweight and is capable of helping you if you have gentle skin.
That's probably me.
By the way, I've had these fridge magnets under my laptop for like the last.
I want to see him.
Speaking of shaving, fridge magnets.
Give them. Steals both of them. Runs away.
Look at that.
They're
Hey,
beautiful.
It's a Mario. He's more Italian than pastrami. He'll take you by the
Where did
peaches and give you
Where
a hot
did you get
salami.
those?
A Loot Crate box.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I've been using Dollar Shave. I don't remember whose coupon code I used to sign up, but I did sign up from a YouTuber.
I tried to use Brutal Mooses, and it didn't work. But I was like, at $6, I can deal with $6.
Well, like, admittedly, this is the same thing with Audible. It's not been that the YouTuber talked me into the subscription. It was the fact I'm going to sign up for the subscription anyways. I might as well support a YouTuber I like. So I went ahead and hunted down the YouTuber I like that had a coupon code and used their coupon code to support them, even though they weren't the reason I was getting them.
I will be right back. I need to pee.
Please don't do that on stream.
God.
Well, I mean, it would be a stream.
Please don't stream on stream.
God.
But no, the whole reason why I went with Brutal Moose is because the guy has a fantastic beard, and he only uses it on his neck. So I was like, hey, that's the one thing I'm worried about. And then I proceeded to basically give myself about 20 lesions on my neck. Once I finally got the razors in, it's like, okay, it doesn't hurt.
You do have shaving cream, right?
Not shaving cream. I use the shaving butter that they give.
Okay, the butter's good. It's just harder to wash to clean your out of your razor. I would strongly suggest like tapping it on your sink to kind of push the stuff out, or going side to side on like a washcloth.
Right. That's actually what I did. Was I took the towel that was cleaning blood, literally probably a small cow worth of blood, off of my neck, And then I was like, hey, there's a clean spot. I just put it on top.
Gently down with it against your skin. Gently.
But I have this crazy coarse hair, so it kind of catches regardless. However, there was one point where I gently slid like through an entire stroke the side of the razor blades against my neck. I'm glad it was the 4X because it has shit that blocks that from happening. Where I thought I gave myself an incision. I wasn't paying attention and I had my glasses off. So you just seen like dot, 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 dot. It's like, oh, fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to be a surgeon when I grow up.
I still remember the first time that I used a regular razor on my legs. How many like bloody spots I had on my legs, being like, oh, well, I need to practice more with this.
It's one heck of a way to find out. Where'd the skin go? The first layer of skin isn't important, right?
Yeah, no.
About the first 5. There were 5 razors. 5 blades of action.
I do love them though. Like I use an electric razor on my legs, and I'll go back in with a regular razor because I don't keep up on my legs all the time. I'll go like 2 or 3 weeks and then just be like, oh god, there's hair here. It's an electric razor to get it all off, and then go back in with the to get the ends. So it's not typically that bad.
I can't wait for the day where I get to shave my eyebrows off. You know, when I become Jenna Marbles. I've been watching a lot of Jenna and Julian.
I could never pencil my eyebrows in entirely. No, thank you. I would just like rather have actual eyebrows and just pluck them, which I've gotten into doing that like every other day. I go through it and I pluck the top and the bottom to try and keep them shaped so I don't have to get them waxed all the fucking time. Which, you know, I still have they're still a little bit thick, like right in here. So I'm thinking on coming through here and trying to pluck some of this out later.
Well, I'm sorry. With the way eyebrows work, it would go. Just wax them off.
See, there's one thing. I've waxed my legs. That's fun. And I had someone suggest waxing my facial hair, and here's the problem.
What the fuck?
No, you can do that. You can do that. Here's the problem. You have to have a few days of growth for the wax to grab.
Right.
You see the problem?
Yeah, that doesn't exactly work.
I'm not going to stay cooped up in the house for a few days to let enough grow to wax.
I can't even imagine. I've accidentally ripped out beard hairs with like microphones and stuff. So I could only imagine doing a multitude of them. In one fell swoop, just there's one part of your face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like no. I could probably deal with it. Like I've had my eyebrows waxed a few times. I've waxed my legs. It's not terrible, but at the same time, it's going to hurt more because the hair here is thicker. And as I said, I'm not staying cooped up in the house, going nowhere for enough days that it will actually grab it. I'm sorry. I have a job. I have a life. I record stuff. I do stuff. I'm not going to like flip off all my cameras, flip off everything, and just say no one look at me for a few days so I can grow it out long enough to fucking wax.
Well, just, you know what? Leave those for your eyebrows. Just.
That's what I do. I wax. Well, I have them waxed for me. I don't do it myself. I go and have it professionally done.
Just wax the entire eyebrow off. Like.
No, I am not penciling it in.
Become an artist. Just like you can do like the Rock's eyebrows, where you can have one like this and then the other just straight down.
You mean?
Yeah, like kind of like that, but you know the way the Rock does it, where it's almost like a snail.
I'm actually impressed by how much he can do with them.
Yeah, I gotta love what The Rock can do with those eyebrows.
Yeah, hey, he's got
What did I miss?
he's got some fairly sexy.
Oh,
eyebrows.
hi!
What did I miss? All I heard was it's something about The Rock and eyebrows. What the hell?
The Rock can do a lot with his eyebrows. Mm. Oh, here's another crisis. Are we gonna talk about how like half of Australia's like usable stuff is on fire?
What?
Australia's like there's a bunch of like fire advisories and actual bush fires, grass fires. Like Australia's on fire. Just saying. Because if you go back to your crisis map, like I was confused because I seen the 3 hurricanes. Like I zoomed all the way out. I seen all 3 of the hurricanes in the tropical storm.
Yeah.
And I just see a bunch of blips on Australia, and they're all fires.
Oh.
So be good, Australia. Don't be on fire. Remind me to move to North Australia if I ever move to Australia.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like, no, it's not. Speaking of Australia, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Speaking of Australia. Speaking of Australia.
No,
You know, crisis, fire, but Australia.
Okay, now we have a yawning Fluttershy. Oh, Nintendo lost the lawsuit. Let's go into nerdy stuff for a minute.
Actually, talking about geeky, nerdy stuff, like
there are a few things to talk about. A lot of Nintendo stuff, but there's a couple other things. Nintendo lost a lawsuit over the Wiimotes, over the motion tracking for the Wiimotes. And they're currently being sued over the Joy-Cons for the Switch, but they lost the lawsuit for the Wiimotes and are having to pay out $10 million.
Oh, shit.
that's not bad.
It's not really bad because they really wanted, I think it was like they wanted $5 per unit sold.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't asking for a whole lot because they know that, I guess it wasn't a big thing. They just wanted the patent verified and paid for. The one going for the Switch, though, which I think is the same company, is asking for a cease and desist, a hold on Switch sales.
Oh, shit. What?
That one hasn't made it far enough to know what's going to happen, but the whole fact they lost this one is a little bit worrying.
Back the fuck off, other company. Also, I'm swearing a lot this time around. Sorry. But back the fuck off, company.
And here, I'm being the behaved one. I'm calm and behaved and trying not to swear.
I just got a dose of caffeine. It happens.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, fuck off.
This podcast is fucked.
Well, if we weren't gonna get, if we weren't having trouble, we are now.
We're already demonetized because we made some quips about genders. So.
Well, how did they know we weren't talking about Jinder Mahal?
Because I'm 99% sure that Jinder Mahal didn't come out of the closet.
Oh.
He could come out as another gender, like all of them.
That's. Why doesn't this work when I want it to?
GameFi has filed a lawsuit against Nintendo, alleging that the design of the Switch conflicts with its a patent for the WikiPad, an Android-based gaming device that also features a tablet with a detachable controller. They are seeking a ban on Switch sales and damages if they win the suit.
Well, it's time to buy a fucking Switch, apparently.
I I hope to get one before they get pulled. Oh, and I've got a text message. And that's not what I want to read on stream.
Nintendo Switch is currently $370.
We have them at Walmart for $300.
Like, do we actually have them at Walmart?
Yes, we have 2. We had 2 the other day.
So we don't have them. Amazon has them marked up to $370 with Prime membership.
By the way, I'm sending you a screenshot of just the text, not his name or anything else. Just so
Is
you
it
know
going
what
to be more stuff like that Azrael X Asgore stuff?
It's just a text, and it's bad. It's bad. Like, I looked over, and it was enough to make me go, oh.
Balls were in your mouth. Here you go.
Oh no, I see that on Facebook all the time.
Oh yeah, I remember the video Jay sent me. Assuming you guys were on break with the dropping balls or balls.
Why won't it let me delete that picture out of the messenger?
What? The Waluigi?
Yes, I'm trying to get deleted so I don't have to see that.
Oh, it's there forever.
Fucking hate that picture.
It's my favorite. Waluigi.
Blah.
Or I guess in this case, Waluigi. Now imagine this. There's people who find that Waluigi cosplay attractive.
Wow.
I mean, just think it. You know, she might not have the equipment for it, but she does have that chin, so she could do something.
Oh! This was something that as someone else was tweeting about. I knew about this due to the fact I watch a few gaming news site things, but there was a YouTuber who actually commented on it too. So there have now been 2 games in the last month removed from Steam and forced to be censored to go back up. The first one is called House Party. It was a sorority house party game that had a lot of sex scenes and stuff in it, and so they essentially pulled it down and made them censor all of those. Now there's another one that was just pulled down yesterday, and has a big red censor bars that go over it. And so there's both of them have they have
Do you mean Strangers in a Strange Land?
Yeah.
Strangers in a Strange Land removed from Steam for being porn.
Yeah. It has been uploaded, but with giant censor bars, and you have to instead install a patch away from Steam. Go and download a whole separate patch to remove the censor bars. So there has now been an influx in sexually explicit games on Steam, because you just have to pay $100 to get your game on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the ones that got tweeted was essentially just a web comic turned into an interactive game with 5 endings.
Oh boy.
And
they're all pretty happy.
Oh, all of them are pretty, yeah. So, yeah, apparently, this is another thing to teach people that, hey, if if you tell people, hey, don't do this, guess what? People are going to do this, and they're going to do it even more because you said no. Don't tell the internet no.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Suffering of Larina, and it's supposed to be, it's like, looks like it's done almost entirely in like they used a 3D modeling thing and just took stills of a 3D modeling thing to make it easier to do.
Oh, Jesus, this is porn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Internet. You've officially ruined Steam.
Yeah, it's great. I'm actually impressed by just like the level of Steam is a magical place.
Is this really great? I mean, they all just look like really bad poser thing. What the? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Steam started this. Steam started this by pulling stuff down.
Here,
If they hadn't, huh?
Here, give me just a sec. Which address? Here, check the doobly-doo on the right side. Fuck you, Steam. Wow. Wow, Vagina. Much bun, such beauty, many sexy.
Oh boy. I think you broke her.
That's okay.
Oh, this game's going on my wish list.
Oh dear. No.
I'm doing a
Jay,
let's play.
I was about to say,
of editing.
Jay, if you get this and you don't actually play it on your game Maju thing, then I'm gonna be upset. This looks awful.
It does. That's the one that freaking Minx was tweeting about. And I just responded back with, like, you know, well, what do you expect? When you tell people not to do something, they do it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Steam is going to be full of nothing but boobs and butts and maybe occasional wieners.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, there is Dream Daddy Simulator and...
there are no dicks in Dream Daddy Simulator.
Yeah, but Dream Daddy is it's quite a wonderful game.
It's listed as sexually explicit.
Well, it is sexually explicit. You can get butt fucked on the first date. I have to say, you can get around pretty well.
There's also Honey Pop and Honeycam Studio.
Honey, those don't show anything, though. Dream Daddy goes further than either of those two games do.
I actually need to actually finish Honey Pop. I've beaten Honeycam Studio twice. I need to actually beat Honey Pop.
I mean, because at least Dream Daddy has shirtless guys in it.
Hot shirtless guys.
Yeah.
Team Craig. I'm sorry. I am way too into that game.
I'm sorry. I don't. I'm trying to think the one I don't like. There's one
Chucks
I
on
don't
bangs.
like.
Don't you like Damien?
I do like Damien. There's one I don't like though. 1 second.
I'm gonna guess that you don't like Matt.
Matt.
Well,
Matt,
no, he
coffee
gets a lot
shop
of puns. I'm gonna guess that you do not like Joseph.
Is that the one with blonde hair, rich guy?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Joseph or Robert.
Not a fan of Robert.
Mr. Bad Boy.
I'm surprised.
Because he just comes off as a bad boy dick, and I don't like him.
Well, he is. That's the first date. He basically is just a bad boy dick.
That's why I don't like him.
Or he's just a complete bag of dicks.
Yeah, and he hands one off to you on that first night.
Okay, then.
You know about the first night.
I haven't done that one yet.
How little have you played?
I've done the first date with Damien, and I've done, and that's as far as I've gotten. I went through, did the barbecue, and I've done the first date with Damien. I was going to do Craig next.
It's the bar night with Rob.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
You missed it.
Yeah.
You didn't. You're not experienced.
Because it's like my first reaction to him was quite literally, oh, I don't like him, and I avoided him.
So you mean to tell me that you're going to actually get a good first date with him? More than likely. Because the only way to immediately fail his dates is to actually enjoy the first night with him, because then he stays away from you.
What I get the biggest kick out of is by complete accident. By complete accident, I aced the first date with Damien. I got perfect. I got each one of the best answers for all of them. I didn't even know that there was like best and worst answers. I was just answering the way I figured I should, based off of who it was. And I was looking it up later, trying to see what else. You know, I was looking a couple other things up later, and I just got to looking. It's like, wait, that's the right. Oh, I aced him completely by accident. Oops.
So you chose answers just because you knew about it.
I didn't have to look up the answers. I went with the freaking goth guy because I like goth people, okay?
He was actually kind of charming.
He is.
I have a soft spot for goth, okay?
Aw.
That's why the second I saw his character, I immediately was like, oh, I like him. I like him.
No shit. Soft spot for goth.
I'm wearing red and I'm sorry, I'm wearing purple. It's purple. It's not black.
You're wearing a red and black t-shirt, black hair, red bow, black headphones. The only reason why you're wearing that shirt is because it matches your glasses.
I could switch to some black glasses.
I see how you are. You're gonna. That would still match though.
I literally am wearing. I picked. I do this like daily. Like I'll sit there and I'll find one article of clothing and I'll pick the entire outfit around that one article of clothing. I wanted to wear this shirt, so I picked my entire outfit around this overshirt.
And of course, you have a black curtain, a white wall.
You should see my bathroom. I've got blackout curtains in my bathroom and bedroom. Okay, I don't want any light. We've got room darkening blinds over there because that's the window over there that was when I have a headache. Grandma, we used to have curtains this long on all the windows, and then she's like, "No, I'm in the kitchen," and completely forgetting the fact I'm photosensitive, and when I get headaches, I can't deal with that much light. Go figure. Like 2 days, no, it's like the next day I came home with a massive headache, walked into the kitchen, and had to go in my bedroom because I immediately got sick because my head started hurting so much.
That sucks.
So we now have room darkening blinds so she can keep her curtains the way she wants them, and I can sit in the living room. Because when the sun is going over, that window is in perfect line of shot with right here. If I'm wearing any glasses at all, it hits the freaking lens. It goes right into my eyeball.
I'm guessing you can hear the music.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not super loud.
It's stronger. Stronger. But no, actually, this leads to a question. Have you played any of the Dream Daddy a Dad Dating Simulator game, Moon?
I wish. I saw some videos on it from Markiplier and Jack. Jack and Mark, and that's how I know the characters and the game and stuff. I wish I could. I really do want to play it though because I want to get my Dream Daddy.
It is a fun, silly game. If you like puns, you'll love the game.
Yes, puns are great.
And also, that's not a sponsored message either.
I'll be happy to We'll be happy to sponsor Dream Daddy though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Vernon. We will gladly advertise your game on the Three Nerds podcast for all.
Let's not look at our
of
current
his
viewers. Let's not look at our current viewers.
Yeah. I mean, we get viewers every once in a while.
Every once in a while. We make a podcast essentially for one person who lives in Lithuania and is currently going to college.
That one person might buy the game. Vernon will buy you a pumpkin spice latte with that. From Lithuania. Literally.
Feels so old.
For assholes. I'm sorry. Here, I'll make you feel better.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, hell man.
I don't get it, but okay. The lovely sloth.
I can't say anything. What the fuck was that? Holy shit!
That scared me.
Ah! God damn. This has to come off now. Getting scared and shit. Woo! Oh, sweet Jesus, don't take me early. I don't see the moon, I don't see the star, but I don't need to see you now.
That was my mom's very dramatic loud sneeze.
I can't imagine that. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh wait, does that? Okay, that does hurt down. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Stop.
Bless her.
My mom has these very traumatic sneezes. Then there's me. I have the cat-like sneezes.
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
The whole house shakes.
I just turned into an elephant.
I need to chill, man.
Simmer down. Calm down. No dying on the stream yet. What the? That wasn't for you.
You can't. It's like a.
I'm sorry. I'll stop breathing.
No, it's my mom. Crying. This is how bad it's getting. I'm good.
No, I'm glad that my sister's not here to show off her sneeze. Hers is a high pitched. Gosh. So do we have anything else? It's almost 7 o'clock.
I don't. I mean, Moonlight's still dying.
God damn it.
At work, I've done that enough times. One day that I almost made myself lightheaded.
What? Laughing?
Yeah, just the.
Yeah. Damn it, Lacey.
It's not that funny.
You gotta remember, I don't laugh at anything and everything. I'm not a dumbass that will freaking laugh in a serious moment. Whew. Oh, God. I'm gonna laugh all my energy out.
Good.
Fuck you
Time to
too,
go
man.
to bed.
I don't sleep until like 5 a.m. What do you mean?
Well, I stopped sleeping at 5 a.m. I'm only at work.
Well, us, the freaking, those humans don't understand us, though, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna wind up blowing out my voice by breathing. Oh, also now our Pokemon raid group knows we have a podcast. Sorry, Jane.
God damn it.
It's like, damn it, Lazrpo. This is why we can't have it.
Well, we have a Raikou raid here at the Avery flagpole, and I said if we end the podcast, early enough, I'll be up there. But don't wait for me. And now
Wait
we have.
a second. Cream Daddy has like 3 or 4 different ways that you can end the game by dying.
Spoilers! Although I'm not surprised.
I'm looking at their achievements, and there are achievements for it, and I'm laughing at it because one of them is Panic at the Disco.
Close the door.
Oh.
I won't tell you what that one is. I'll let you find it on your own. If you beat the game without finding it, then I'll tell you what it is.
Oh my god.
As it is, I'm looking it up now.
Dance without warming up, and you'll die.
Sounds like me.
That's ridiculous.
There's also Save Ferris, where you fall to your death. And Cannonball, where you bleed out from jumping off the waterfall too many times.
Is it bad that out of all the achievements, I only have one of them, and it's Mad Dad? You know what that one is, right?
I read what that one is.
Yeah.
I'll get that on another playthrough.
You'll have to. You gotta touch the butts.
Butts are nice.
They are.
Butts can be pretty cool.
Especially if you work in Frozen. That's more of a joke than an actual statement. Don't take that wrong.
These rumors are getting a little out of hand.
I go to make a fucking joke and it hits me exactly what I said.
Yeah. Okay, then if it's not me, because I work in Frozen, thank you for the compliment, I guess. Is it Scott?
It's a joke.
Chris?
It's not an actual statement.
Is it Joe? Maybe Jerry? I hope Jerry never watches this.
The only benefit to Jerry is so slow that you can watch it for hours.
What's up? I didn't hear that. I can't hear you over Kelly Clarkson screaming in a microphone.
I said that the only benefit to Jerry over anything else is the fact that is that he moves so slow that you can watch him for hours.
So it is him.
No, fuck that. No. Making fun of his movement speed impairment.
Hey, Chris, did you know that Jay wants to play in your boyfriend's well, no, we still haven't gotten the answer. Joe, maybe?
It was making a fucking joke. I wasn't referring to any one person in general. I wasn't referring to any person.
Andre.
I'm not answering because there is no answer.
Are you gonna get some hot tape for? I won't make that joke. That's bad. But okay, I'll let it slide this time. Another ass joke, I guess.
Just finger more lemons and limes.
Next time I'll have to get you some milk. Get you some ice cream, because from Frozen. And freeze some buns for you and hand them off to you. But what are you looking at a live feed of the people working on Frozen right now?
She's done, man. She's just done.
I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Produce Mike.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. He's a taken man. My apologies. Or are they not on day shift? Are you talking about John, who used to be the CSM? I'm gonna keep guessing until you open up another topic, or we end it. One of the two.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if we have any other topiks. I don't.
Wait, are you talking about Brian?
It's the only thing more disgusting than Jerry. Oh, who wants to watch a Q-tip walk?
Gonna get some of that Q-tip ass.
Oh god.
Seriously, you gotta be careful. You're gonna make me physically ill.
With the thought of the curtain matching the drapes, does that mean that that whole thing down there just looks like a Brillo pad?
I can't with you two. I really can't.
You don't know this guy. He definitely has a unique style with his hair where it's ever expanding but it never moves downward. So when he goes for a couple months without cutting his hair, it's literally looks like a chimney sweep. You know, just like a big afro of curly hair.
Oh, lovely.
So, I've got one topic that we can end this with, and then we can probably go ahead and call this one to a close.
Does it have to do with frozen asses?
No.
Okay, good. Hey, Scott, how would you feel if... Go on. Just keep going. Go. Go.
Daniel Solzbach or Scholzbach or whatever, Mr.
Yeah,
Repzion. Yeah, he went vegan for a month.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's still alive.
I love two of the comments in the comment section. You can survive without bacon. And then someone responded, the better question is how long can you survive without bacon? No, how long can you survive with bacon? You can survive without bacon. How long can you survive with bacon?
I wonder how interesting a diet would be if someone only ate meat for a month.
No, the confusing thing is, like, he went vegan for a month. I have him on Snapchat. He was in the VR. He was in and out of the ER.
That's right. He kept having to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I wonder if he stuck to a vegan diet but wasn't actually paying attention to like certain nutritional things.
You have to pay attention to nutrition. You're going to make yourself sick.
Oh gosh. That's beautiful.
Come on.
So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go through and watch it.
Become so
I'm gonna have to watch it later.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Anyways, I guess that's gonna be it. I guess. I guess if we want to go ahead and wind this down, I mean, we are at like an hour and a half. We normally bounce between an hour and 2 hours. Anymore, I think we've been pushing closer to 2. We used to try and end it at 1.
Yeah.
If we're not careful, we'll start making them 3 hours long.
I would not sit through a 3-hour talking session. I'm sorry, but
and an hour of it's going to be running and going.
True.
Or running laughing.
Today was me.
Runny laughing, and then Moon laughing, and then Jay laughing, and then me sitting there hoping that everything ends, and then I say one thing, and then everyone starts laughing again, and then I start laughing, then Rivet comes in laughing. 10 out of 10, great podcast.
Sure. Or you could sit through a very lovely live stream with my friend Geist. Like last night, it was I think from maybe 12 to 3 or 11 to 3. So it's very long, but we keep ourselves busy. Mm-hmm. Shenanigans and lovely stuff.
So I just ate a lime raw by itself.
Yeah, I did. It was actually good. It was a strong flavor, and a lot of juices got like you could smell the juice. It's like holy cow! But I did eat a lime.
I love your post. I have no real clue what to do with these, but Sticky Treason had to bring them by. Sorry, I'm just now getting caught up on Twitter.
I was really caught off guard because I was like, even Grandma's like, what are we gonna do with all these? It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just eat them. And so that's why I was like, after the stream, it's like, fuck it, I'll try one. Mm-hmm. I knew it was gonna be a strong flavor, and it was, but it wasn't that bad. When Grandma got up, she walked out, and she could tell by the smell that I'd eaten it. They definitely have a strong smell because I could smell it.
I don't know how to. They're actually consuming them. I was wondering how long it was going to take before they rotted.
I'm not above trying new things. I mean, come on! I had asparagus for the first time like 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not above trying new things. Grandma's like, you can make tea with lemon. You could, have lemonade, but I'm not making a lemon pie. And she's like, you could also make your lemon noodles because that's something I make occasionally. Where I take we talked about that. I take noodles. I take basically take the pasta. You get Parmesan cheese, and you get lemon and butter. And like the sauce is you put I put like half a stick of butter in a small saucepan, and then put some lemon juice in there, and mix the lemon juice with the butter, and then you put that in with the noodles when they're done. You add the Parmesan cheese to that. You mix it all together, and then if anyone wants meat, you add the meat on top of their plate. But the taste of the Parmesan, the taste of the lemon, and the taste of the butter mixed with the noodle adds a really interesting flavor that everyone in the house seems to like.
Good.
So, yeah, I could easily just, not really care.
Well, I'm going to keep saying I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying in general. I really, I'm gonna, I haven't eaten a lemon, but I'm going to probably. Found out that those little lemons and limes are literally only like 20 calories.
Mm-hmm.
So I would burn that fruit off by going and checking the mail.
Exactly.
So, $2.91. What, 2 or 3 weeks ago I was 305.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm losing weight. So that's a small thing, just a small little fun thing for anybody who cares.
Woohoo!
Okay. We are legitimately losing Moon now.
Why?
Don't go to sleep on us.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm just laying down and stuff.
I'm not going to sleep. Just don't understand.
I'm fine, really.
Yeah, I'm doing just great, everybody. I almost knocked my monitor off the desk. Oh shit!
Oh gosh, that forced yawn.
Is it really that obvious when my cam's off? Is it really that obvious that I'm tired?
Yes.
Yes.
Why'd you just break? Oh.
Well, thank you all for watching, for tuning into the 3 Nerd podcast. I am ArticJay. You can find me on youtube.com/ArticJay, twitter.com/ArticTway. ArticTway. The fuck did I just do there? Twitter.com/ArticJay, or you can also find me on twitch.tv/ArticJay.
And my name is Lazrpo. You can catch me at youtube.com/Lazrpo, or you can find me on twitter.com@StickyTreason, which is twitter.com/STICKY_TREASON. And there's a few other places, but it doesn't really matter.
And I am Moonlight Shimmer. You can go and find me on YouTube/Moonlight Shimmer. On Twitter, you can find me at twitter.com/Pika_Lucy. It's pretty much most of my social media. Oh, and DeviantArt, Mooney12344.
Yeah, someone who will actually give out their DeviantArt instead of letting people find it while you're on a stream. So can't believe freaking Rivet and Zoe did that to me earlier. Did that to me on Sunday.
They didn't do it to you. You did it.
No, Rivet knew it and was gonna give it to Zoe anyways. Because I told Rivet it like sometime back. Because I never expected that to happen with them in chat in a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Because like with Zoe was like, "Oh, tell me what it is." Rivet's like, "Wait, I remember what it is," and it's like, "Oh God."
Oh no. Oh god. Zoe's really awesome.
Zoe can be a lot of the time. She sometimes has really bad days, and when she has a really bad day, you have to pick whether or not you're going to try, or if you're going to try and say something, or if you're just going to take a step back and let her calm down.
Just choose wisely.
Yes, I've taken both options. I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. I'm just saying that I have taken both options, depending on the circumstances, depending on the day.
I guess I caught her on a good day yesterday.
Oh, when she has a good day, it's great. It's just when she has a bad day, it's not.
What the fuck are you doing, Lazrpo?
Anyways, this has been the 3 Nerd Podcast. You can find us here on. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube at 3 Nerds 1 Channel, or you can find us on Twitter at the 3 Nerdcast. So thank you all for watching, and you all have fun. We will see you later. Bye.
Bye.